Welcome to episode 15 of the No Scrubs podcast. I'm your host, Lewis, and joined with me today. I don't think I introduce him as a host normally, but he is a host. He's here every fucking time. A man who doesn't check his goddamn DMs. Stephen, how you going?
I mean, I messaged today. I thought my little at work thought that I put in the group chat was pretty good.
Hey, it was funny, but I sent some memes like 5 days ago, and I guess you finally got around to it. That's something. It is funny though when you we were chatting on Discord when we were playing Sea of Thieves last night at twitch.tv/rect_tech, and Stephen then was like, it was Guillermo del Toro's brother, and it was like ballistic gel torso. It's just a fucking stupid meme. Ballistic gel torso. I was like, and then it took me a moment to be like, oh, you opened the messages. Yeah, look, that's all right, mate. We've all got strengths and weaknesses, and yours is opening your fucking messages.
Yeah.
I think I'd message you in 3 different places, essentially. Just places you happen to be, not for you specifically. Well, one was for you specifically. One was in our Discord. One was in a Discord with another mate, and one was in a group chat. Actually, 2 group chats. One with our mate Peter, and one with our mate Hamish. And, just say, mate, you're a hard man to get a hold of. I've actually found if I message you directly, like if I send you a message on like Facebook Messenger, that's actually the best way to get your attention. If it's directly to you, you're like, oh yeah, here it is.
I have a real bad habit of, especially when I'm at work, if I see group chat notifications pop up, I'll be like, all right, it's probably memes. I'll get to this. But when I see like you or an individual message, like, okay, they need my attention for something, I should probably look at this.
It's actually in a way though kind of refreshing of someone who's not just glued to their phone the whole fucking time. So, I'm horrifically online. It's a problem. I get a bit of downtime at my work, but it's still like I'm waiting for a computer to load or something like that, or I'm walking a customer through something and I'm just like, yeah, I'll fucking browse Twitter while I'm doing this, mate. I've done this a million times. I can walk them through without fucking having to think about it. But then I'm like, I'm just doom scrolling on the job,
What did you say to me last night? You was like, oh, for someone who's like clinically online, you sure are hard to get a hold of.
Yeah, something like that. I think they're terminally online.
Terminally.
At the same time though, I get distracted less by my phone when I've actually got something like I've got to lock in on, right? So I will lock in. I will do what I need to do. It's when it's the time when I'm waiting on something, or it just is that. It's that little kind of window where it's like, I can't do anything for a minute. Do I make small talk? I'm like, neither of us want that. They just want a problem. They want a problem solved. They don't want to hear about my fucking day. So, just a little scroll. But I think it's good as well having like a smartwatch. You check, you can see who messaged you without looking at your phone. You look and you go, this isn't the smartwatch. There's a Casio, look at that.
But he's looking smart with that watch.
Yeah, mate, that's it. There's a $100 Casio, and it looks pretty sick. I'm not gonna lie.
That is pretty cool. That's really cool.
So yeah, it's nice to though be like look and be like, who is it? And you're like, it's the group chat. Fuck, they can wait. And it is kind of nice because if you check your phone and see who it is, well, you may as well open the message. So I do like having the smartwatch because it just kind of does help me prioritize. But like, oh, what meme Steven sent? It can wait. So, but I won't leave you waiting days. So, we got a couple of things to talk about. Oh, actually, before we talk about that, dude, our old mate Scriplet, shout out. He I was doing a job for him today at his work, and he was like, you gotta come see the moose. And I'm like, what? I was just thinking, what was he talking about? And then so I get there and he's like, "Oh, come with me this way. We can do this as we walk." I'm like, okay, sweet. That sounds great. Yeah, let's just walk and do this. This is a great idea. All right. So walking along, I do what I need to do when we're on the way, and then he just shows me there's these two calves, these two little baby cows,
No.
just there. We're patting them. Also, dude, they're 2 weeks old, and they're standing up, and you're just like, man, 2-week-old baby, they ain't doing shit. These calves are just they're hanging out, and then Chris was like, "Oh, do you want to?" Was like, "Do you want to feed it?" And I was like, "Nah, I gotta go." And then but Chris is feeding it, and I'm just hanging around for another moment. The pony, there's a whole fucking petting zoo operation going on. This pony like pulls the little thing out of the ground so it can like run away, and Chris is like, "Nope," and runs over to the pony and puts the steak back in the ground, gives me the bottle, like, "Feed it." And I'm like, "Oh fuck," because I'm supposed to be heading off because I'm also parked somewhere I shouldn't be. So I'm feeding this calf, and dude, those little 2-week-old calves have got so much fucking strength. It just starts like pushing its face into the bottle, and your whole arm moves. You're like, "Holy shit!" This tiny little dude is just so fucking strong. But yeah, it's so good.
It's like when I was a lot younger, like when I was a kid, like mate had a farm, and he's like,
same height though.
Yeah, haven't changed. Like nearly killed my mum when I was born, but ever since then I haven't caused her any harm. But I remember feeding like a lamb, and I was like, "Fuck, these woolly guys can real suck." This guy go.
His exact words, he's like, damn, this is we are Kiwis after all, so.
No, my exact words were the person's my mate's mum was like, "Don't tilt the bottle, they'll get gas." I was like, "Sorry."
What happened again? Happens again.
Yeah, as soon as she walks away, I'm just like,
"Fuck y'all." Oh, so at this petting zoo thing as well going on, right? So Script runs over and Matt puts the stake back in the ground for the pony just so it stays put. Like, the animal was super chill. Then someone just lets go of their dog's lead, and this dog's running around scaring the farm animals. These 2 goats do the fucking bolt and run away. And I'm holding this bottle, be like, what the fuck is this person's chasing this dog around? The ponies are getting scared, scaring the hose. The rabbits, I mean, they didn't know what the fuck was going on because they're great, but they're fucking idiots. That's what I like about rabbits. Dude, wild rabbits, bro, they're pretty sharp. Pet rabbits, those things are just fucking idiots. They are just prey. Like, just sit there like, "Oh fuck, what's going on? I'm gonna do a loud thump now because I'm annoyed." Oh yeah. No, but rabbit's cute. You've had rabbits, haven't you?
I have a rabbit
Right now.
Yeah.
Damn. You never talk to me
rabbit.
about it. You never talk to me about it. You never send me photos of it. I can't believe, man. I don't know if this rabbit's real. I've never seen it.
Pretty sure I've put it in the pets.
You might have done.
Yeah. No, his name's Fergal. He's cool. Fergal.
How'd it get that name?
So it was back when I watched wrestling. I was just like, my favorite wrestler at the time was Prince Devitt / Finn Balor, and then I was just like, I was dating this girl who adopted a cat. She's like, "What should we name it?" And I was like, "Devitt," and she was like, "Okay." And then when we got the rabbit, because like Prince Devitt's actual name is like Fergal, because he's Irish, and I was just like, Fergal. And then it just stuck. Everyone just calls him that. He's fat.
Good.
He's black. He's lop-eared.
What more could you want in a rabbit?
I love lop-ears. They're like, all rabbits to me are cute, but
sounds like a slur.
It does.
You fucking lop-ear.
Pretty sure
you're like, you get put on a list saying that, mate. You can't say that out in public, eh?
Pretty sure Mark's got lops.
Hey, easy on, mate. We just talked about this. Yeah, I think he does. I think they're 2. I think
they're
both
real cute. They're real cute.
Yeah. Oh man, also the cow's ears. Those ears are sturdier than like a dog's ears, mate. They're nice and floppy. Cow's ears, that shit's firm as fuck. You're giving it a pat, you're like, "Oh, that ear's not going anywhere, mate." I'm not manoeuvring that round. I'm not making that flop around or make it like a propeller.
This is real starchy.
Starchy, mate. I like a cow with a firm ear. No, they're so fucking cute. It's unreal. You just feel real good about your day. I ended up having the best day just because I had some little calves, and then Neil's like, "Yeah, they're about to go into the restaurant. Yeah, they're gonna be veal," and I was like, "Man, this makes me not want to. Like, I still want to eat meat, mate. Chicken, they're idiots. I'm happy to devour them, but I'm like, man, I don't want to eat beef." And then you know what? Someone will put a steak in front of me, and I'm like, "This is the best shit ever." So it's a tough one because I actually do really like cows. I think they're adorable. And they're they are far more clever than people give credit for.
I petted some calves actually a couple of days ago. Come to think about it.
Oh look, now Steven's just making up stories to fit in.
No.
Calves. I did it 2 days ago, bro. What do you mean?
No, I was stretching for leg day and just give my wee boys a pat.
Okay. What are your calves looking like now, mate? Because my boss, who may actually listen to this episode, he may or may not, because he mentioned it at work today. I'm like, oh no. But he's got some calves on him, mate. He's got that, 40-year-old father of 2 calves. You're like, damn, this is peak calves. He does a lot of running, but it's crazy, man. Like, just seeing like the dad calves, like our mate Peter. I mean, I guess you're a dad as well, so you should have some mean calves. As soon as you have a child, bro, your calves like double in size.
I don't have calves. I have cows.
Do you?
No.
Is that real? Oh,
no.
Okay.
They're all right looking.
Didn't know we were just lying on this podcast now, but that's fine.
which is moving forward, we are going to become a animal podcast.
We're just going to talk about animal stories. I'm just going to show my dog off like I do on my stream. I'm like, look at him, he's so cute. His muzzle's going grey, just like his dad.
He's stressed too.
Yeah, it's hard life living with me, that's for sure. But the reason we're here, we're not talking about animals, even though as much as that's great. Talking about games, video games. So there's the biggest thing at the moment is, are they a company? Are they what would you call them? A group of people going under the name Collective Shout. So
a collective. You call them a collective.
Well, let's call them a shout.
Okay.
There's a shout of people. Collective Shout. Yeah, collective actually. But so they'll be putting pressure on Visa and MasterCard for Steam to remove porn games. And at first you hear, well, it's the worst of the worst. It's currently like the most horrific games that are being removed. It's ones with, rapes,
incest,
and sexual assault, incest, those kind of things, right? And at first you're like, oh, okay, well, nobody would oppose that, right? Because it's the most deplorable ones, and that. But anything like this, any kind of censorship, unfortunately, it's like, where does it end? And why do they have so much power to pressure Visa and MasterCard to then pressure, like, Steam? It does make me concerned. Like, I personally get a laugh when I see porno games on the front page of Steam, and I'm like, this is hilarious. Like, this is so funny to me, like, because I'm never going to play them, but you look at new and trending, and almost every time...
Yeah.
Oh, there's one right now. VR Kanojo. It is adventure, VR, sexual content, interactive fiction. Not seeing a lot of nudity in that one, but, sometimes you just look on the new and trending, and you're like, oh, there's a really poorly... Oh, here's one coming out. Trending free. Harem of Lust battle cards. Sexual content, casual nudity, card battler. Oh yeah, there's
we have found our outlier.
Dude, there's just to describe this game, and oh my god, these are the thirstiest shit ever. The first picture of it is there's a glory hole where a woman is sucking a dick. And she's using lightning around the balls, and got her tits out. And there's another one that she's jerking off of another glory hole. The next one is 2 angels that have, received a money shot. a demon woman who's someone's holding on her horns and giving a the old 1-2. Yeah, this is just this. Okay, it doesn't actually look like Hearthstone, but I'm gonna say Hearthstone for Gooners because that's
Hardstone.
absurd. But that's the kind of stuff. And look, okay, that's not anywhere near as bad as shit. That card's got 25 attack. That's not anywhere near as bad as the ones that are getting banned, but I do worry about like a slippery slope of censorship of where does it end? That's where they'll start, and then eventually they'll be banning those types of games, which I also don't care for, but I'd rather not see that happen.
What would happen to games like, say, and I've seen this one mentioned before. I was like, no, that's a good point. Is would they remove games like you ever play or hear of Fear and Hunger?
Yes, I have, because there is a lot of fuck shit in that, from what I understand.
Because there's a thing that's like, your character can get sexually assaulted, but also, I hate to say it, but I hate to like phrase it like this, but it's almost like a game mechanic. Like, you get assaulted, and then if you come into another encounter, you suffer bleed damage.
Yeah,
but it's not a sex game. It's just a.
There are some fucked things in that game.
Yeah, yeah.
I hear the game is genuinely quite good.
The objective is to not enter combat, like, at all.
Yeah, which is quite interesting. I mean, it's like I have a funny story about I started reading Berserk, and I was reading it on my lunch break at work, and I was like 3 chapters in, and I was like, bro, I can't fucking read this at work. I feel fucking miserable. I get back from my lunch break feeling like shit. I was like, bro, this is fucked. But the stuff in Berserk, when it's good, it's really fucking good. But I said "but" too many times, bro. What's going on, mother?
I remember one scene from the manga is like there's these fairies, but they've got like they're more insect than fairy, and they've got wasp abdomens, and there's like these two fairies like playing, and one goes adult attack, tackles it to the ground and starts stinging. It's like, oh, that's quite dark.
Yeah, so I think if it's not the only thing in the game, it's kind of like, sure, but I'm in two minds about it. But I don't want to, once again, I'm not for this type of content.
No.
But it is also the worry about where does it end with censorship.
I've always been in the mindset of like, if for like plot reasons, if you have to, or the developer feels the need to put in like essay, the best ways to do it, I reckon the best ways to handle that is either off screen or implied. Like the way that they dealt with essay in mouthwashing. You heard of that one?
Yeah, but what I understand about mouthwashing is don't give too much away.
No. Good game. Real good game.
Yeah, I should play it at some point. I don't know how they've dealt with it in that, but I think that there are ways that you can deal with it in a game or a show or a movie that doesn't have to be graphic. But
I'm pretty sure
it's tough.
Unless the tweet was like shopped or anything. I think even like to all those up here gamers who remember Anita Sarkeesian, she's opposed to it.
Yeah, I feel she's an interesting case as well, because there was all that stuff about her being like saying I'm not a gamer, then being like, no, I've always been a gamer. She's I kind of hate the word grifter now because everybody misuses it. It's like anyone who opposes your worldview as a grifter. They're grifting for this other side because you don't like them. But she kind of was a bit of a grifter because she wasn't a gamer at all, like from her own accounts, and then changed the story later on. And there's that whole thing is like, this appeals to the male fantasy, and then there's so many like, I don't think it was her saying that, but it was that kind of crowd, and then people were just like making their own memes off that, which was good.
She was, from what I understand, feminist first and foremost, gamer on the way.
Yeah. So, and she doesn't seem like she was like a bad person, to be honest. Like, but I just think anyone that just wants to go into other people's spaces that they're not a part of and then change everything is just, it's always a weird thing, man. Like,
but
you're getting that in all hobbies now as well. You're getting that in like Warhammer. People are like, no, Warhammer, we want Warhammer to be progressive. It's like in this miserable universe where everybody just wants to kill each other. There are no good guys. Everyone is just a piece of shit. It's like everyone is a space racist. Except the ones that are not smart enough to have prejudice, who just want to kill everyone.
Warhammer 40k, where in the Marines side, that one of your goals in life can be a brain, that their role is to open the door and close the door when they sense someone on the other side.
Yeah. I like as well. Thank you for the save as well. I just said Warhammer, but someone would have been like, oh, actually, in Warhammer Fantasy, it's not like that. Like, I'm talking about 40k. So yeah. So that they've had success in censoring Twitch, not Twitch, itch.io. All of their not safe for work games are now gone, and that's, look, maybe I should have mentioned that one earlier when talking about the censorship, because it's all of their not safe for work games. It's not just the worst ones; it is all of them. They had to take them all down. So that will show you what places like Collective Shout really want to achieve. I imagine it is their end goal is all games with any content they define as deplorable to be gone, right? And that could end up being, yes, maybe it starts off with these types of things, and then it becomes all nudity, then it becomes violence. Where no, you can't play Call of Duty because shooting guns is bad. But then again, who do you think's behind it? It sounds like, from what the whisperings are, that it may be like, well, it started in Australia, but it sounds like it is more like conservative types of people.
And it also, like, again, not our collective genre, Guna games, but like, it sucks that Itch had to get rid of them, because I imagine there's a lot of people who have Steam and they're like, I don't really want my friends to know that I purchased Sex with Stalin or anything. You can say that. You can say it was done by one developer. It was done on a budget. The writing's really good. It's like, you've got a porn game on Steam.
Yeah, I've got one. It's not actually a porn game, but it's one like Guna visual novel because a friend bought it for me. I've got Sakura Beach, and we played through it as a piss take. And you know what? I don't fucking understand it at all. I don't understand any of it. There's not even any nudity. It's just like, try to rizz up your waifus. I was like, I don't get this. And dude, it was hilarious. It was when years and years ago, my computer was in the lounge. It was 2016. This is 9 years ago. Computer was in the lounge. All my flatmates were hanging out in the lounge. And they're like, what are you playing? I was like, look, we're getting through this. Oh, apparently I've got a second. Oh, I know how I've got the second one. It's from a bundle because my boss has the same game. Sakura Spirit. But those are the only two in my library. And one was a joke and one was from a bundle that if I knew it, I probably wouldn't have redeemed it, to be quite honest.
That reminds me, like, talking about Guna visual novels, my first, like, visual novel. It has sex scenes in it, but you can turn them off, which is always a great feature in visual novels. Bear in mind, I was quite young. Um, it was a game called I'm probably gonna butcher the title. Kawaii Shoujo. Um, it was dude with a heart defect goes to a school. Everyone's got disabilities, physical, and it's like a dating sim, but it's really really heartfelt and thought out, and was done by like a collection of people on 4chan who just
Oh
made
wow.
it's like, oh, this is going to be grotesque. This is going to be vile. It's like, no, it was actually kind of touching, like dealing with like one character has half their face just burnt off, and yeah, it was interesting.
Dude, when you were describing it at first, I was like, this sounds horrific. And then you're like, it was actually really heartfelt. It's like, oh, I thought it was going to be in like a different direction of like, I don't know. I don't know what I thought I was thinking, but look, nice that you say it was heartfelt and there was good intentions behind it.
Yeah,
It's a big thing as well, man, with like, there's that Dustborn, right? That game which was, I mean, very cringe. Sure, good intentions behind it, but man, that seeing those screenshots of you've learned a new power, and it's like
canceling.
cancel people. You got a new power trigger. It's like, bro, what the fuck is this? It's so cringe. But let people make cringe. All right, let people make some Gooner shit as long as it's not too truly horrific and vile. Like
As
that.
long I think the bare minimums you could ask for is not make it vile, like don't make it like a SA fantasy, and just don't ever sexualize children in a video game. Adhere to those
Oh,
guidelines.
in a video game or in real life.
Sorry. Yeah, yeah.
Steve's like, no, that's fine.
No, but those bare minimums of making like a porn game is just like, no, don't like fetishize SA or make it like a core appeal to the game, like that game Rape Play, and just nothing to do with kids. It's like that. I think that's a bare minimum of don't do in video games.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like as well when you do that, when you ban those types of things, it's just going to get pushed down to like the deepest, darkest parts of the internet where these people will find them, and I imagine they feed off each other, and it gets worse and worse. That's what I assume. I mean, when Tumblr Tumblr years ago got shut down, didn't it? I think it's come back though.
I don't know about getting shut down, but I know that they were getting rid of the porn.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, and it might have been it. Yeah, it didn't shut down. You're right. It was they got rid of the porn, and then it brought. That was so Twitter got a lot worse in different moments. But when Tumblr got rid of all the porn, all the Tumblr people came to Twitter. It made Twitter just a way more annoying place to be. It was like, oh, all these fucking weirdos are here now. Great, and then obviously now the monetization stuff has made Twitter way worse again because it's people are just engagement farming all the fucking time. It's every time I see someone, it's like, oh, look at this thread. These couples found a way to make this work. Well, look at this thread. I'm like, mute. Shut the fuck up.
There
But
was
I just hate the engagement farming people. It's so annoying.
there was one we were watching on a watching my favorite streamer, Chad Logic, and they were covering this account where they said that the account said that they were based in like somewhere in Canada, and just posting just nonsensical stuff like pasta or pizza, summer or winter, just all this shit, and then followed by certain other accounts, but then they sort of outed themselves because there was like a massive cricket event going on, and look, doing a little bit of googling, doing a little bit of not googling, investigating like all his like mutual followers, all Indian.
Dude, it's actually a really common thing. There's these ones that are like, they pretend to be these, like, I don't know, very white, very conservative kind of people, right? And then it turns out these accounts are run by like an Indian guy. It's like, it's quite funny though, because I mean, got to respect the hustle at the end of the day, man. If they're doing this engagement farming, getting all these followers and stuff, and then it's like, no, they're just doing it. Some of them, I think, they might genuinely believe in the cause, but some of them are just doing it for the engagement. So it's pretty funny. Like, there's that. I don't even want to name him, but a guy who's like a Malaysian guy that keeps on talking about America and what America needs to do. It's like, you're not even American.
Oh, you mean IMC?
Yeah.
His name's not banned. We can say it.
Oh, I don't want to say his name. I don't want to draw any attention to him.
Yeah, no, it's I remember seeing like something big happened in America, and then he comments on it, and someone just posted, it's like, you're Malaysian.
Yeah.
It's like, you live in Malaysia.
And don't get me wrong, I feel like you can still have a say on anything, but every single thing in another country he comments on, it's like, bro, you don't even talk about your own country. What do you mean? Or he does once he gets called out.
Yeah.
For it. But I don't know, man. I can't stand. Now that feels like a grifter. That guy.
Yeah. Oh, I don't think he has a hard on for America per se. I feel he has a hard on for Musk's attention.
Yeah. Well, he's interesting because he was like now we're just talking about him, so we might as well just fucking talk about him. He was like back in like the Gamergate days, I think, originally on the side of the journalists, and then became on the other side, which is weird for that, because they were two very opposing sides that then completely flip flopped. And then he's a man that's lived many lives and worn many hats, and just seems to change up his entire personality when he needs to, and that's why I'm like, that guy feels like a grifter, man. I don't know, but he's always looking for Elon Musk's approval, like all the time. It's very sad. Just so I don't really tell people to touch grass, but bro, really, just touch grass. I'm sure there's grass somewhere in Malaysia, bro. Just go touch it. So yeah, unfortunately, you have to even be terminally online to know who this person is. Like,
yeah.
So regardless, stop censoring games. Let itch.io have some Gooner games back, alright? So Nintendo
is good for the economy.
Is it?
Bad for social interactions.
Yeah, but fuck, who needs that?
Yeah.
So Nintendo have confirmed that Mario and Princess Peach are just good friends and help each other out from time to time. Is Mario in the friend zone, Stephen? What do you think? He clearly wants to hit it. He clearly does. I tell you what, I ain't doing that much for a bitch. To what, get a firm handshake? What do you fucking mean, cunt? What are you talking about? Anyway,
I would love it in just a canon game. You know how Mario usually speaks in high pitch bing bing wahoos.
Yeah, he speaks Italian. Yeah.
Yeah. It would be, they have a new Mario game, and they get a phone call or something, and it's like, save me, Mario, and he just speaks in the voice actor's regular voice, and it's just like, honestly, we've been doing this for 20 plus years. I swear you have more friends than just me. I want some time alone. Toad's coming round. We're going to eat some mushrooms and get big. Honestly, you only call me when you're lonely. You only call me when you're captured. You never want to hang out. I'm sorry, but I'm done. Get Luigi.
Yep.
No, don't get Luigi. He's taking mushrooms with me and Toad.
And then he's gonna bang Daisy, because I think they're actually dating. So Luigi gets some and Mario doesn't. Unbelievable. But no, I just thought it was funny.
Luigi.
I feel like it was funny to do a rant and pretend I'm emotionally invested in Mario's love life, but I do find it kind of bizarre. You know what I mean? Like, just be like, "No, that is friends." Oh, okay. Every game revolves around him trying to save him. Oh, that's that's what friends do. Okay, you know.
He finally musters up the stars to be like, "Oi, do you want to be more than friends?" She's like, "No, Mario." He's like, "That is okay." And you just go,
no!
"Oh, yeah!" And he just He just goes home and is just jacking off to his Bowsette poster while crying.
Yeah. Or maybe he's a Bouette man. I don't know. I don't know what he's into.
Nah, what's the one with the foxy fringe?
Oh, the tall one?
Rosaline.
Rosalina? Yeah.
Rosalina.
Yeah, the tall one. Yeah, as usual. Tall woman. Yeah, I don't know, man. It's I guess Nintendo's like, we're too pure and wholesome. We can't have people thinking that characters are in a relationship.
Yeah, they'll let us know that Waluigi is circumcised.
Hey, was it Waluigi? Was it Luigi? I feel like it was Luigi.
Google Waluigi circumcision and come back.
All right, well,
I'm pretty sure they'll bring up at least 34 images of it.
Yeah, some rules, you know.
Yeah.
Well, it's like Circuit. I'm like, no.
No.
Nintendo confirms Waluigi is uncircumcised for some reason.
Uncircumcised.
Oh, did I say circumcised? Whoops.
No, I said circumcised. I apologise.
No, you're right. It was Waluigi, not Luigi. But Luigi, they confirmed something about his dick or something. Oh, it was Mario Tennis. There was a bulge or something, and then people were like doing the dick maths on Luigi. It's like, bro, it's so weird. But that's the internet for you. So good to know that Waluigi's rocking an uncut gem like us. So you know, let
that anteater hang.
Let it hang, boy. Let's get that boy tucked up in that sleeping bag.
Yeah. Uncoil that sock.
So, one game that was announced is $80 USD, and another one that was implied, right? So, Outer Wilds 2 was announced at $80. Borderlands 4 was implied by Randy Pitchford on Twitter, but never completely, stated. Are now 70 USD. So, it seems like everybody's speculating that the Outer Worlds 2 must have been doing real fucking poorly in the pre-orders. It must have been doing real bad. Like, the first game is popular. Like, even Alex played it. She played on Game Pass, though, but I know PlayStation Plus. She loved it. She had a real good time with it. And I played a bit of it, and I was like, man, it's kind of like Fallout was more focused, which is I prefer. So, yeah, but people are like, dude, 80 USD for this? Are you fucking kidding me? And then Microsoft were like, yeah, it's going down to 70, don't worry about it. And Borderlands 4 dropped to 70, even though technically it wasn't ever stated to be 80, but Randy doing his rant about, if you're a true fan, a real fan, you'll find a way to make it happen.
I did things with ice cream to get my games when I was a kid.
Yeah, do you know how many gay time cones I had to fight to get this Sega game? Just for context, that's a brand of ice cream cone. Dude, back in the day, we had a show called Pulp Sport, and they would do a coin flip, and whoever lost had to do a punishment, and the other one got to eat, as they would say, a delicious hell pizza, which is a brand of pizza we have in New Zealand, right? And sure, one of the guys lost and had to dress up in a skimpy, promo girl outfit offering gay time ice cream cones. And this was, probably early 2000s. And I tell you what, New Zealand's not the most, I don't know. I don't actually know. They're probably up north, probably like Auckland. We're not the most progressive country in the world, but we were definitely not in the early 2000s. And go interest you in a gay time, and so many bogans at the Speedway just wanted to, just got so mouthy to him, eh?
I
fuck
remember
you,
that.
slur.
Yeah, exactly. It's can I interest you in a gay time? Fuck you!
And we're like, oh my god. But yeah, that's a memory I have of gay time ice cream cones. But you know, that's the cone that my family would get, and we'd pass them down from generation to generation. Us Stevensons, we love a gay time. That's on our family crest. So, you know. Anyway, super off topic.
But when you venture out of, once you venture out of the gay time bubble, the other cones are pretty naff.
To be fair, man, like at home you don't want a waffle cone because they go off pretty quick. You got to keep the waffle cones don't stay fresh. But as a kid, I wasn't a waffle cone kind of guy. As an adult, I'm like waffle cones actually kind of king. You know.
What about waffle fries?
They're a very different thing, but they also rule. I don't know how waffle fries are just better. I don't understand it. It's like it's made out of the same thing. It's potato, and somehow it's just better. How does it work? Like curly fries, somehow a little better than normal fries.
Well, it's just like straws over curly straws. It's like the same thing, but it's just a wee bit of fun added.
Got a bend in it. Whoa, radical. Yeah, so anyway, let's go back 2 steps. And yeah, so how do you... I mean, everyone's going to be happy, but do you think games are going to be... Because we're seeing games now at different price points that it used to just be, unless it was an indie, games were just going to be like 60 USD, right? Here they were going to be 100, 120 bucks, right? Whatever. There wasn't much variation, but now it seems like you get like Expedition 33, it came out in the US at 50 bucks. They're getting games at 60, they're getting games at 70, they're getting games at 80. I feel like people like game developers and publishers are just going to start pricing the game at what they feel is appropriate for that game. I think there's going to be more variance in game pricing going forwards, which I think is actually a good thing. I feel like if you have a game like the rumors of GTA 6 is going to be far more than just a standard price. They were speculating it before the prices went up that the game's not going to be 60 USD. People were speculating it was going to be higher. They could charge whatever the fuck they want for GTA 6 and people will buy it. So they might not charge 80, they might charge $100.
I was expecting when GTA 6 to come out, probably like 120, which for certain like PS5 and game stuff, it's sort of becoming a bit standard.
Yeah, like New Zealand dollars, do you mean?
Yeah, New Zealand dollars, yeah.
Yeah, Call of Duty's been at that price point for ages. Call of Duty's been there for a long time.
They still sell.
Now, yeah, and I think that's pretty standard now for your PS5 games here. Like, what's Death Stranding? What is that selling at in New Zealand? Oh dude, oh no, that's the first one. Come on, find me what I need.
Put 2 at the end of Stranding.
Hey, well, some places got it for $140. Some places got it for $110. Prices all over the place. $140.
Is this a standard edition?
That's the standard one. Who the fuck? Nah, don't. It's just through Sony. Nah, fuck you, PlayStation. But most places have for 110, so slightly more, but not as high as some games get here.
So I remember for PS3, I wanted to get a pre-order of probably told this yarn before, but let's respin it. I really, really wanted to get a collector's edition of Metal Gear Rising, but the only version that Epic Games had came with the little Raiden statuette, which looked sick, but it was like $300. So I was like, nah. I went on this website that was called, I think it was called like NZ Game Shop or something.
That's the one, yeah.
And I got a steel book with a couple of DLC costume colours, and I was just like, this is what I wanted.
Yeah, that NZ Game Shop for a while was really fucking good. They were just cheaper than everywhere, and they'd ship pretty quick. Yeah. They were great.
I'm pretty sure that's where I got the first Dragon Quest Builders, because I had that on PS3 No, I think I had it on Switch.
You didn't have it on the PS Triple?
PS Trip. No. Dragon Quest Builders came out way before that. After that.
Oh, did it?
Yeah.
Well, fuck me, I guess. We're gonna pull it up, Stephen. We're gonna pull it up because if you're wrong, and then you get 20 lashes. Are you ready?
I'm wrong, aren't I?
Hey, you're not often wrong, man. Oh, so PS3, Vita, iOS, Microsoft Windows, Android, PS4, Nintendo Switch. But I wonder if it was PS3 in Japan because they did just release games for longer in Japan.
Oh, no, Vita.
Interesting. Yeah. So 2016, right? They only released on PS3 in Japan. So I'm gonna say that you were. Do I say more correct? No, you weren't more correct. I was more correct. Technicality. But they didn't release it on PS3 in the West. Only in Japan on PS3. And they did that with a lot of those games anyway, which makes sense. It is a Japanese game. And it's also more of a style of game they like to play as well.
Dude, it's so funny. I do not gravitate to Minecraft, like, at all. Like, when I'm given freedom to build something, I'm just like, oh, fucking cube with a door and a bed in there. But I loved Dragon Quest Builders 2 especially. The story was so good.
It 2 was a big improvement. It was just they knew, they kind of figured out where they went wrong from the first one and just improved on everything.
It was on Game Pass as well.
Oh, wicked.
Same with a game that is in my top 10s. Dragon Quest 11, the special edition. Love that.
Yeah, I
game.
never got around to playing it, and I was kind of gutted. But also, I would have been more gutted if I started it, and it's such a big game that it left Game Pass, and then I would have been more annoyed that I didn't get to finish it.
I'm definitely, probably, maybe, most likely going to buy it on Steam when it goes on sale next.
I'm thinking about it as well. Like, I know that I'm not really that much of a JRPG guy these days, but that seems to be, if you want to try Dragon Quest, that feels like, I understand, the most modern.
Oozing with Toriyama charm as well.
Yeah. And that's our dude. Welcome to the Grand Tour.
Grand Tour.
Yeah, just slip one of those in last
night.
Talking about Creed adjacent, you're like, welcome to the Grand Tour. Yeah. So I actually do hope, I don't want to see many games at this 80 USD price point personally, but at the same time, I do hope that games they do try to price them accordingly going forwards, because I think that's really cool. Like Elden Ring Night Rain was 40 USD, right? It's $70 here. And I was chuffed. Am I an idiot that would have paid $120 for it? Yes. But the average person would not have paid that much for it, because they're not like a diehard From Software fan like I am. So I think it's a really, really smart idea. That's one of the best-selling games of the year by revenue, which is pretty crazy. And I'm sure there's a bunch more that are like just raking it on microtransactions, but just outright, one of the highest-grossing games, and it's not a full-price game. So massive for them, massive for my boys and girls at FromSoft. So Splitgate 2 is going back to beta, and they're having to lay off staff. They're shutting down the dedicated service for Splitgate 1, but you can host your own servers. So when we're talking about Stop Krilling Games on the last episode, something like this is like, it is a little gutting for people shutting down the dedicated servers, but they still said you could do peer-to-peer, and I think that is really good. I think that is the best solution for this type of issue.
Hell yeah.
People can still play it. People can host their own servers. In a way, it's kind of nice that, because if we go on a US server, or even if you let's say you only have dedicated servers and there aren't any OCE ones, then we've got to play on a US server anyway. But because people can host their own, yeah, it's just that's a positive. And dedicated servers are usually better, but better peer to peer than no servers at all.
Yeah,
which is cool. So good on them for at least doing that part right. That make FPS great again hat has not done them any favors when he was out on stage and doing the. And I don't think it looks like they're making FPS great again by putting their game back in beta, unfortunately. But I really do hope, because I haven't played the second one, but I did play a little bit of the first one, not much, just a little bit to get a taste of it. It's like Portal and Halo, and you play it and you're like, oh yeah, it's like Portal and Halo, you're right. And I love those things. Portal 2 is one of my favourite games of all time. The writing just fucking hits for me, man. So
I've had nothing but fond memories of back in high school. Sam would be like, up to. It's like, nothing. So I'll go back to his house, he'd order pizza, and we'd do co-op Portal 2.
Yeah. The co-op is amazing, but the single player is just something else, man. Because I say story, it's not the most gripping story, but the characters in it are amazing. J.K. Simmons, my fucking boy, is in it. Plays my favourite character.
Does he play the
Johnson.
Portal?
No, he's the other one, though. Which colour do you think he is?
Orange.
He's blue.
Always blue.
I told you it's the opposite. Always blue. Always blue. Yeah. So, have you played the single player? Did we just mention that? No.
Portal?
Yeah.
No.
You got to play the single player sometime. It's a special experience, and they now have ray traced Portal 2, and it just makes it just look a bit nicer. So yeah, so I've Splitgate 2. I really do hope they can get it going again, but I feel like watching the launch and then having to go back to beta, there's a relaunch, it's probably not going to look good for them. I don't think it's going to hit as hard as it would have, but hopefully they can. I mean, we've seen a lot of comeback stories in the last last few years. No Man's Sky was fucking ages ago, but you know what I mean. In the last while, let's say last 10 years, when No Man's Sky, we had Cyberpunk. Like, companies can bring this stuff around. And
it's entirely possible.
That fucking Joe Rogan clip of him just having a million conversations and they all just sync on. It's entirely possible, and then it goes back to all these jumbled conversations again.
Why does it lie then?
Yeah. So,
Joseph Rogan.
I know that you wouldn't have an interest in Splitgate 2. And to be fair, I'm just not sweaty enough anymore for it to be a game that I'm interested in. But 10 years ago, that's the type of game I would have been all over. Really. So, yeah. So the next thing for us to get to, Smashville Game Pass. So I'll let you know. I've been playing a little game called Wu Chang of Fallen Feathers. This isn't Black Myth.
That just says Wu Chang. That just says Wu Chang.
No, it doesn't. What are you talking about?
He's been playing Whack-a-Chang.
I've been drinking Whack-a-Changies in the garage, mate. For context, that's not racist. That's the brand of beer we have in New Zealand.
Yeah.
Wu Chang, Fallen Feathers, and no, I'm not talking about Black Myth Wukong.
I'm not talking about
the Wu-Tang Clan. No, I'm not talking about that other game that was also on Game Pass previously with a similar name by Tecmo Koei. I feel like I need to find out what that one is. Tecmo.
Wasn't it something like something Dynasty? Wulong Dynasty.
Wolong Fallen Dynasty, which I did not finish. I actually kind of got filtered on that one. It's a Souls like I got filtered on. I wasn't feeling it, and then I got up to the filter boss, Lubu, classic Dynasty Warriors character, but also a real person in history, just for the record. But he was a badass at Dynasty Warriors. That's where I know him from.
He got filtered by Labubu.
Don't say that. Don't tell people that. The boss fight was really tough, but that whole time I was playing through and I was kind of like, yeah, maybe it'll click. And I was like 10 hours in, and then I hit that boss and I was like, bro, I don't like this game enough to hit my head against the wall and beat this boss. I'm like, nah, I'm out. So, anyway, this is a different game. Another Souls-like with a similar name. Probably isn't a similar name if you're actually Chinese. So, this game essentially, you've got you've got a few different, you get a few weapon types. I'm just using longsword, which is a Chinese longsword, which looks kind of like a katana. I know it's Japanese, but a similar looking sword. That's kind of what I've been sticking with. You know, you can get dual swords, you can get an axe, which has got a block, and then I was like, oh, maybe I want a block, but because I'm usually using a shield and Dark Souls and Elden Ring, because I like a shield. Makes me feel safe, makes me feel secure. So anyway, you've got your standard, you've got your light attack, you've got your heavy attack, you've got a roll. The thing is, or a dash, depending on how light you are. Maybe weight doesn't even matter in this because I've only used the same armor set. But when you do a perfect dodge, it gives you a little, I can't remember the name of it, but it gives you a stack of something with a stupid name. And then that lets you do, you've got a special move on your L1 and your L2, and you get to do a special move. You still have normal attacks on those, but when you've got your meter, they do a special version of it. And so there are ways you can do combos with them as well. Each weapon, you look on it and it'll tell you the combo to use for that ability. So that mechanic is really cool. It's really trying to train you to perfect dodge so you can get meter, so you can deal more damage. So instead of just spam dodging, it works really well. You've got the standard kind of lock on. It's got, instead of like your Dark Souls, your stats you level up. This has got a skill tree, but the skill tree is based around what kind of weapon type you're using. So I've just been speccing massively into longsword. They'll give you general kind of stat ups as well. It's like 1 endurance up, 1 vitality, all that kind of shit, but also improving your abilities, things like that. So that's really cool. There's plenty of consumable items, which I don't really get into. Sometimes I would equip a throwing knife to just hack it at an enemy so I can aggro one at a time, which is fun. And the boss fight, I felt the difficulty's been really good, very balanced, like very fair, which a lot of Souls likes, especially when they were first coming out, did not get right. Like Neo, I really like, but there was this fucking spider boss that it was a fairly difficult grab move to dodge, but if it grabbed you, it just pretty much one-shot you, and I'm like, this is fucking stupid. And that's one of the better ones of those early Souls likes. Like Lords of the Fallen, the first Lords of the Fallen, crap. It's just not very good. It's just super heavy and clunky. The new Lords of the Fallen, the reboot, actually pretty good. I played through all of that, really enjoyed it. So for this so far, I haven't finished it, but I really feel like this is one of the better non-From Software Souls-like. You've got From Software, you've got Liza P probably just below, and then you've got your Neo, and this is probably, to me, this feels like it's in the Neo kind of category. There's an interesting mechanic in it as well, which a lot of people won't like, but when you die enough times, you get this, I think it's like a berserk meter or something like that. And it doesn't really explain to you what it does. I think you deal more damage and take more damage when it builds up, but when you get it all the way up and you die, it creates like a phantom kind of version of, I think it's supposed to be you, like a demon version of you that you have to fight to get your souls back. And I haven't lost to it yet. I've had to fight it maybe two times, and then one time there's one that just appears in a zone. So I've had to, and I've beaten them all 3 times. So I don't hate the mechanic because I've killed it and got my souls back. Or whatever the currency is. It's all souls to me. It's always going to be souls. So some people, I understand, probably won't like that because it punishes you for dying in a game where you're going to die a lot. Which I agree. I mean, Demon Souls had that. It's like world tendency. So if you died, you got black or dark world tendency, which made the game harder. And you're like, if you died in human form. I don't know if punishing the players a good thing. I don't think so, but hasn't affected me yet. So the level design's been really good. I've been very pleasantly surprised by it. They're very much like taking like Dark Souls 1 and Dark Souls 3 playbook of the worlds that like link around and you'll find shortcuts, and then, you know, there's the classic door does not open from the side bullshit like every Souls game. You're like, yeah, gotta go around and unlock it. But just the way that they cleverly do that to make shortcuts, instead of just putting a checkpoint everywhere, just have a way you can link back to another checkpoint. It's just cool and clever design like that. So I gotta say, I'm really enjoying it. It's not a game of the year contender for me, but it's really, really good. When I get into the games I've been playing, it's actually the game out of all the three of them I've probably been enjoying the most recently. Which is funny because out of the three of them, most people would probably tell you it's the worst one. That's fair. Like, I understand. The PC performance is middling because it's, you know, it's a I almost said Unreal Tournament. It's an Unreal Engine game, and normally I don't like the Unreal Engine, but the more time goes on, there's all these games that just stutter on PC on Unreal Engine, and it's an Unreal Engine issue. It's not not any other engine. Just doesn't have the stutter. It's always Unreal Engine games, and I'm starting to get fucking sick of it, to be honest. Like, because you're like, oh, it's another Unreal Engine stutter fest. Great, we'll enjoy, but it's not usually enough to just completely ruin it for me. But even on high-end PCs, like, I've got a good PC. Yeah, you know, I've got a 5070. I've got a fairly like high-end Ryzen CPU. I can't remember which one it is. Shout out to Script for that. But yeah, it still stutters in moments. That other game I really enjoyed, the first Berserker Kazan, that I believe had some stuttering issues. They weren't major, but they were there. So I know From Software also ends up with stuttering issues in their games, and I don't think they're on Unreal Engine. That's just my favourite studio. They're just not very good at the technical side, to be quite honest. Especially as someone, it's crazy to me that I'm such a fucking snob for like game performance and stuff, and then From Software is my favourite studio, and that's how good I think their games are. So yeah, for me, it is absolutely a smash. It is a hard smash from me.
It's hard
smash.
So
yeah, it was a no cuddling afterwards. It's just go in there and raw dog it. No, I think it's a really, really fun game. I've just had a look. Liza P, Unreal Engine 4 actually, not Unreal Engine 5. I think it is Unreal Engine 5 that has the issue, not 4. So Liza P's on 4, and that game looks great. It runs great. It's superb. Lords of the Fallen, the good one, the reboot, that does have stuttering issues as well. That's on Unreal Engine 5. So, yeah, it's I think if you like Souls-likes, absolutely is worth playing. I haven't died too many times to many of the bosses. I don't think it's as hard as a lot of the other ones, but it feels good. The difficulty feels good. It feels right. It doesn't feel cheap. It doesn't feel
it's a little bit porridge of Dark Souls games, just right.
Yeah, I think so. I think they have got it. I think they have got it right, which is difficult to do because a lot of them get it wrong. It's one of the things, like, people as well think it's because it's a Souls game, it has to be just truly punishingly hard, and that's not the case. I didn't feel like that for most of the Dark Souls games. I didn't feel like that for Elden Ring. Bloodborne, okay, a couple of those fights fucking suck, but overall, it's not just the thing of people think the games are so hard is that out the gate there is quite a learning curve, and there are tough fights, absolutely, but if you don't spend the time to learn the basics, the games always feel impossible. That's, you know, like, other than optional bosses in Elden Ring, I didn't have that much trouble overall. Like, I got it done in the whole game and nearly all dungeons. Everyone I found, it was most of them like 90 hours doing pretty much everything. The one of the last optional bosses, Melania, gave me a bit of a hard time. But, Liza P now has 3 difficulties. The original difficulty is the hardest, and now there's 2 easier ones. There was only one boss in that game that gave me a real hard time. One boss near the end gave me real shit. And like I say, I haven't finished Wu Chang Fallen Feathers yet, but it feels pretty manageable so far. You know, I'm very happy with it. Great addition to Game Pass. I know a lot of people getting Souls-like fatigue. I thought I was when I was playing. The next game I'll talk about after Stephen's had a special Game Pass, but Liza P Overture, which is excellent DLC, very, very good, but I was like, playing it at one stage, I was kind of like, man, I think I'm getting burnt out on Souls-likes. Nah, Wu Chang fucking brought me back in, and, you know, so I know it probably won't be a smash from you, Stephen, but, actually, one more thing. It is based on, like, Chinese mythology and culture stuff as well, which is cool that we are getting more of this, because it felt like we'd get little bits of it in games but wouldn't get that much, and now we're starting to get a heap of it, which is cool. It is nice, a little bit of a different setting. So yes, anyway, probably not a Steven game, but probably a pass from you. Dog, big dog, little dog, medium dog.
I'll have a look into it. Yeah, Souls-likes aren't really my forte, but no, I'll have a look into it.
I would like, because I know you gave Liza P a go, but I feel like if you played Liza P on the newer difficulties, like even if you just went one down, I feel like you'd probably enjoy it a little bit more, just to be a little more manageable. Because I remember you liked the vibe of it. You know, you liked the twink main character that you're like, he's just like me for real, on God.
Never
I believe you said. He said that. Look, who are you going to believe? You going to believe this man with that mullet, or
I said I liked
well presented?
It.
Well presented me. Look how clean cut I look right now. Like
I said I liked the mechanic of doing sharpening your sword in the crevice of your arms,
It is pretty cool.
Yeah.
I was earlier, but I'm like, is this what we do on this podcast now? We lie, and then I just fucking like try to gaslight so hard. Yeah, the sharpening mechanic is cool in terms of like there's the one-off one. You can level up so you can get more uses, but here's like a buff you can use until you rest again. But I'm mixed on the repairing the durability one, because it's kind of annoying in the middle of combat having to do it, but overall it didn't give me much grief. It was only in a couple of fights where my durability was like way down, like the big long boss fights towards the end, so it wasn't really an issue for like 95% of the game. So what do you got for us, Stephen, now that I've rambled on about yet another Souls-like?
So I intend to dabble more of this. So we both didn't really vibe with Tony Hawk 3+4.
Yeah.
So I was just like, I saw this game there, it's like, I'll give it a look. So Wheel World is an open world, all cell shaded game, which stars the character Kat, and she goes over to this like little area, and there's a beaten up old bike with a spirit attached to it. And the spirit's just like, you gotta help me, you gotta help restore me. So, bike is all like rusted up as fuck. And one of the first things you do is you have to go to they're like little bell towers, and that will, sort of like, Breath of the Wild with those watchtowers, it will open up the map. That's what these do. They'll just like, it'll reveal more like quests and stuff to do. But you're on a bike, and it was real cool because you try to go up to the first bell tower, and the guy's just like, you don't have enough rep to get up here. And then you're like, I wanna go up there. It's like, you're gonna have to beat me in a race. And it's like, all right. It's like, but you have to get my gang to come see me so we can race you. And you're like, all right. So you bike down to the beach, and they're like, nah, your bike sucks. Look in the box. There's like handlebars. It's either handlebars or a seat. And so you can customize your parts for like handling speed, shit like that. You can also boost because your bike has been possessed by this little skull guy. Racing's real fun. Just fucking boot, like, you can build up boost by doing like jumps or a thing called drafting, which is just basically just tailgating someone and then just boost around them. Two things that I find, I don't know if they were intentionally hilarious, but two things I found hilarious is when characters talk, it will have their dialogue, but then it will have just the person who's talking head just yapping along to the spoken to the dialogue, and it's like cell shaded and quite minimalistic. It's like, that looks goofy. But if you just ride into a tree, you see your character just getting flung off the handlebars, and you get straight back on. It just cuts back to you being on. Yeah, no, I've only dabbled like maybe half an hour, 20 minutes, half an hour, but it was good. It's just like, it's like given like a little sample, arcadey racing feeling akin to like Burnout 3, but on bikes.
Oh yeah, dude, Burnout's a great game.
Great game.
This art style is amazing as well. It's a very pretty game.
Yeah.
Like very stylized. It looks awesome. This is really cool to see. This is exactly what I want to see out of this type of game. Who's the developer? Messhoff. That sounds like a dude. That sounds like he'd be friends with our old mate Mulrick. Messhoff.
Sounds like a football player.
Oh, hey, look, could be. Oh, is an American video game designer. And the art is best known for Nidhogg.
Oi!
Fly Range, his latest game, Wheel World. Is it just the one dude? Oh wow, I didn't realize Nidhogg 2 came out in 2017, so it's been Nidhogg, so 2014, 2015, 2017, and then this is his first game in 8 years. Wow. If this is just the one dude, then well done.
Hey.
That's really, really cool. Because the game looks awesome. It sounds like it's a pretty short game. That's fine. I'm personally a fan of games that says here how long to beat. Completionist run is 7 hours. Main story is 4 hours. Awesome. That's
short and sweet.
A game like this as well, you don't want to overstay its welcome. You want to get in there, you want to do the content and be done and be like, that was great. That was, like say completionist run, you want to be like, that was 7 hours well spent. That's why it's a game that's also, it's a great game for Game Pass as well. That's perfect. Hopefully they got paid a bag. Also, Nidhogg 2, fucking rules. That game is wild. It's a heap of fun. Deliberately ugly as well. It's like it's that kind of ugly pretty, do you know what I mean? It's like it's ugly deliberately and it's well done, but it's not like there's nothing worse than a game that's ugly accidentally. Like when Mass Effect Andromeda came out and everyone looked horrific.
It's sort of, Nidhogg 2's art style sort of looks like, well, to me, looks like a bit of a bastard child of a little mixture of Earthworm Jim, especially the eyes, but also a game called The Neverhood, which is platformer, but it's claymation.
the game that you've mentioned to me a couple of times. I've never heard of it, and then I look it up like, oh, this game.
You might have heard of I think it's called like Monkey Skulls or Skull Monkey. It was like a 2D, like more arcadey game starring the main character from the Netherhood.
Oh, interesting. That's one I don't think I have heard of. And then I look it up. Oh, this one. Oh, fooled again. No, wicked. So, yeah, I didn't actually know about this. I'm interested in Wheel World. It's, fuck it, maybe. I don't know when I'll get around to it because my list
is bulging, is engorged.
It's a big list, man. It's a fucking big list. When did they come out? Very recently. Okay. Cool. Also published by Annapurna. So cool seeing them doing what they do. Another game I feel like we might have more to say on in the coming weeks. I feel like it'd be cool to jump on and play a little Grounded 2 with the boys. And I got to play with Alex at some point too. Wait, there's an ice cream cone there. Is that a gay time? I think that could be fun with the boys. Or Chris called this game because he loved The Forest. He called it Honey, I Shrunk the Forest. It's like Honey, I Shrunk the Kids in The Forest. So, good shit.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. So next games I've been playing. This one's probably going to be quick because I've just gushed about Souls-likes already. I've been playing Liza P Overture. So that is the DLC for Liza P. And Liza P is exceptional. It is the best non-From Software Souls-like to me, and it's really not even close. It really isn't a league of its own. As performance-wise, exceptional. The story is great and actually tells a coherent story, which very few games in this genre actually do. And I love a good story when it's in front of me. And like I say, it's not a crazy remarkable story, but it's good and you can follow it. Who would have thought that making a gritty Pinocchio would have been cool as fuck? So this is essentially it's a prequel to Liza P, more or less, and it's in a good way more of the same. But it didn't blow me away overall. It was I really did enjoy it, but a game that's already like I felt similar actually with. I guess I was a little hotter on Shadow of the Erdtree for Elden Ring. There was a DLC that took me like 50 hours. That's fucking crazy. The DLC was the same price as it is for the full game of Elden Ring Night Rain, but it's a 50-hour fucking DLC, which is awesome. Really, really cool. 50? 30? Nah, I'm pretty sure it's 50 hours. Anyway, it's bigger than most games, and it was high quality, but I was kind of like, yeah, it was a bit more of the same. This is the same thing. It doesn't mean that it's bad, but the bar was already so high that my expectations were they were met. They weren't exceeded, they were met, and that's good. So I went through that. The last boss was also really fucking cool. And just a wild fight. And so, yeah, I was happy to have more Liza P, more Souls-likes in my life. So the next game, which my opinion is probably controversial on this.
Expanding Dong.
I've been playing the new Donkey Kong. Well, I was playing, and then I've been playing Souls-likes and haven't gone back to it, but I will. I think the new Donkey Kong Bonanza is good. I don't think it's a 10 out of 10 like people are saying, but maybe the Mario Odyssey team just doesn't do it for me. Because I really liked Mario Odyssey, but people talked about Mario Odyssey like it was a 10 out of 10. I'm like, bro, this is like an 8. You know, it's really good. Really, really great game, but it didn't feel groundbreaking. I mean, Donkey Kong Bonanza is literally groundbreaking. That's the whole thing. You break the ground. You break the walls. You break the ceilings. You break everything, and that's really cool. There's the terraforming component where you're just punching the fuck out of everything to find bananas, and every time you get one, you're going to hear this literally hundreds of times. It's banana, banana, banana. Oh, shut the fuck up, please. Oh my god. I'm so sick of hearing that. I hear it in my fucking dreams. But there is a lot of cool stuff in it. I won't spoil too many of the power-ups. This one's in the trailer. You get a power-up to become a zebra. And the zebra's fast, so you've got these platforms that will disappear on you too quickly. But if you're in the zebra mode, you're running so fast, the platforms, you can run fast enough to walk on these platforms, or to run on them, so they don't fall down. That's cool. Oh, I like these little power-ups. But all the transformations look kind of funny because you're part gorilla, part whatever this other animal is. So you're like, I'm a really, really buff humanoid kind of zebra because you're gorilla zebra, and it's kind of freaky. All the levels are like, you get to these different, because you're going down further and further down into the earth. So you're going in, and there's a fire stage, and then look, of course the ice stage is right next to the fire stage because video games love doing that. And you just collecting your bananas. There's a couple of things a couple of little quests you're doing. You can get different outfits that have different properties. So it might be like, this one lets you swim faster. He's like, okay, sweet as. This one lets you move through mud faster. Oh, cool. This one lets you find more of the gold. And you're like, okay, cool, whatever. Little things like that, which are good. I enjoy those.
This one is good for knockdown. The other one's good for combos.
Oh, damn. Of course he makes it about Street Fighter.
Sorry, you had me at properties.
Yeah, I thought I might. I did wonder. So, yeah, it is a very good game. I just don't think it's as remarkable. People are talking about it like it's the second coming of Christ, and I'm like, man, it's just like very good. So, I know my opinion on it is not majority, but then again, everyone was talking about it at the time, like, this is the best thing ever, blah blah. I'm not seeing anyone talk about it anymore already. So,
were they potentially saying that it's the best game ever on the Switch too, currently?
Well, yeah, it's a low bar. There's 2 fucking games.
Yeah.
It's better than Mario Kart. That's what I reckon. I really think Mario Kart is very good, and the movement tech and stuff, and the wall riding, great. But what are we doing, people? People were talking about it once again. Second coming across. I'm a Nintendo fan. I like Nintendo. I really enjoyed Mario Wonder as well. I binge played the fuck out of Mario Wonder. I loved it from start to finish. Everything was great. Man, I think Nintendo just seem to... People have so much... Oh, they just... It's like the Nintendo, not tax, but the opposite. People just kind of like always rate Nintendo games like a point or two higher than I think they actually should be. I think if you put this on... If this was like an Xbox game with a different skin, people wouldn't be giving this 10 out of 10s. They'd be giving it an 8. Call a spade, mate. It's very good.
It's just
it's they've done well. It's got a couple of like very small performance issues, but nothing that actually ruins the game. Like another mechanic is coughing into the mic.
Mario Kart is just like masterpiece. It's like a new Banjo-Kazooie racer. It's like mid.
Look, yeah, I thought it'd be funny to announce that that it's just like, yes, another mechanic is coughing into the mic. What a clown. But it was better than just having a random pause, I think. So you can like grab a piece of ground and then you can like spin it and just hop on it and ride it around. That's real cool. There's some bits of terrain that, and a couple of like, there are these challenge levels in the game, right? And one of them was like, well, there's probably multiple of them. You attack this enemy and then you can surf on it over these spikes, and you just have to surf down this like little obstacle course. Stuff like that's really cool. I really like that. There was a level of side mission I've done, or where there's side levels, where you've just got to you just have to destroy this house. You just got to destroy every part of the house to do it. There's another one that's very like heavily inspired by Donkey Kong Country. Like those are really cool. I think those are probably the most fun I've had in the game. And the rest of the stuff, the exploration's really cool. Running around these massive maps and just beating the fuck out of things to find these secrets and these fossils, and It's
Bananas.
banana. So it is a good game. There is nothing about the game that I think is like bad. It just didn't blow me away. I didn't think it was super like remarkable. It was just like, this is really, really good, except for the destruction mechanics, you know. And I know people will be like, actually, Red Faction Gorilla did this back on Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3. It's like, yeah, okay, well, yeah, sure, but who gives a fuck about that?
Where are they now?
Yeah, where is Red Faction Gorilla now? Who published that? Was it like THQ or someone? Probably. They used to publish fucking everything back then.
Yeah.
So, yes, do I think it's good? Yes. Do I think it's the best game of the Switch? The best first party? Yes. Do I think it's a Game of the Year contender? For me personally, not at all. I'm enjoying Wu Chang more than this. Liza P Overture, which is a DLC, I wouldn't vote for it for Game of the Year, but I enjoyed that more. And this is in third place of those ones. That's fine. Good. If you like bananas, throat them and play this game. That's what I reckon. So, anyway, that's all I've got to say about Danky Kang. What do you got for me, Stephen?
So, I talk about revisiting a game and just falling in love again. So, this game I stopped playing. I can't remember why. But then I picked it up, and it's outside of Sea of Thieves. It's all I've been playing. This is a game called As Libra Revision. It's done by one dude named Kaizo. He'd been working on it for 11 years. His mission statement on why he made this game, he was working on this game, is there wasn't enough games out there in this sort of genre, so I want to make one. So As Libra is a side-scroller hack and slash, but it has a lot going for it. Also, I want to say that I find the background's real charming. Like, the backdrops they look like real life photos that have been oversaturated. So the game is charming looking. It's not graphically impressive. Basically, the story kicks off with main character. His village was attacked. He's after by this big dragon. He's looking for his friend. So when you attack, you have different sort of enemies have different elements, like it's green, blue, red, purple. You collect them, and then when you want to unlock, because you can buff your stats when you level up, and a good way of doing that is you can basically think the sphere grid in 10, but it's like a maze, and you expend these color points to like more attack, more health, more defense. You can get keys to unlock new routes or treasure chests, but you also, through doing that, you unlock things called possessions, which is basically the game's summoning system, which is hold Y and do a directional input. So that's pretty cool. I personally like using possessions, which are characters that follow you and just auto attack. Helps me lay down the law. But there's also, you'll go to shops, buy new equipment, You also have a crow behind you called Karen, and with each different weapon, you can learn a skill to equip to Karen, which is basically a double jump. You can breathe in shallow water. I was like, you can suffer no knockback. Send enemies flying. But with the real cool weapons, you usually have to get it from materials from monsters that you've killed, but also recipes that you've learned. Like, you need to get you need to get like 2 liver of monkfish, an eye of a dragon, and a matcha ice cream to build the dragon slaying sword. The other cool thing is the mechanic of the scales, because you have a huge amount of inventory space, but with the scales, every item that, be it material or like stuff you sell or even weapons, you can place on the scale because that will give a value. Like, oh, this will up your attacks or make you immune to fire, immune to X. You put that on the scale. The only thing is you got to make sure that both sides are perfectly balanced to get like to reap all the benefits of all the items that you've put on. The game has tested my patience so much, but it's been great learning. Like one boss, I died 5 times in a row, because basically I didn't get his pattern recognition down. But as I was hacking away at this bitch, it will do like an attack where it's like almost like a zipper formation of like blades coming at you, and you can get a shield unless you have got a 2-handed weapon, but there's a high chance that the blades will just chip away at your guard meter, and then you'll get hit like 3 times, so that's half your health. When you do a position skill, it gives you iframes, essentially shields you. So as soon as I feel those blades coming down, I'll do a summon. And that was great. The story is a little bit over the place. There's a lot of like time travel and stuff, but all in all, a labor of love from like one dude. I'm absolutely obsessed with it. When I finish the game, I see that there's a DLC for it. If you're someone who is basically, you can't deal with like gaudy looking graphics, might not be for you, but like the character sprites, real detailed, the backgrounds have charm. Each time I feel like the game is like, okay, we're going to conclude at this chapter. No, there's lots. And I'm a person who doesn't mind grinding. So when you finish a main level, you can go into your room, use the scales, go to previous locales so you can grind out some material, get some good weapons, and also get some good skills to equip on your bird. That's labor revision. It's cool.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I was looking at it then, I was like, oh, I've got this on my wish list. And then I was looking and I'm like, why did I put this on my wish list? Maybe you mentioned it once before. Because it looks interesting. It gives me like old like Sega game vibes.
Yeah.
It does have that Sega kind of feel. I think that's the backgrounds, like you said, because it's, I know Nintendo did it back in the day as well, but there is something about the 2D and those kinds of very like pretty but 2D backgrounds. It was very like Sega to me.
Sega.
Yeah, I feel like I should pronounce. I think it is pronounced Sega, but I'm too Sega pilled. I can't go back. But yeah, sounds like you've been enjoying it, and that's the main thing, man. I saw, oh man, Ninja Gaiden Ragebound releases tomorrow.
Wee.
There's no pre-order on it though, which is weird, eh?
Is it coming like day 1 to Game Pass?
I don't know if it's going to Game Pass or not.
Oh,
wait.
no.
You know what? We'll find out tomorrow.
Yeah, 'cause I know that 4 is
to...
coming to Game Pass.
It is, so there's a good chance this is too then, because, why not? Look, hopefully it is, but if not, I'm happy to pay for it, because it looks amazing. So, for my Steam review this week, it's for, of course, Wu Chang Fallen Feathers. And when I was trying to look for a funny review, I just kept seeing ones of people being like, game performance isn't shit, your PC's just shit, and then people upvoting it and thinking it's funny, and then people being like, people game runs like shit, then people are voting funny because they're just trying to belittle them saying their PC shit. But the game performance could be better with the stuttering. It could. I mean, it's running fine on my PC other than the stuttering. So the only review I found funny at all was this review here, and I better get my glasses out 'cause it's the big one. It says
Speckled
tits.
Lewis.
The review is just tits because you play as a woman. But to be fair, there is a little bit of a gooner element to this game of they have tit sweat on your character. I haven't noticed this shit at all because I'm just playing the damn game.
And there's probably a lot going on.
Yeah, I'm like, man, the combat's good, man. These environments look really good. Oh, his enemies are cool. I haven't given a fuck about any of this gooner shit in the game at all. And it's not like the most egregious, but apparently, yeah, people are like turning the camera around and having a look. Oh, boob sweat. Oh, I'm like, who fucking cares, bro? I can, when I was, because I was originally going to mention it, and I completely forgot all about it. I completely forgot that's in the game at all. So yes, thank you, Rookie, for your review of tits. So what do you got for me, Stephen?
So this is South African raspberry farmers review of As Libra Revision, and that is, this game is as good as getting a foot job by my goth girl under a table at your local Waffle House. So in other words, 10 out of 10, I also now have carpal tunnel. Now that's an endorsement.
What an endorsement. You know, that endorsement speaks volumes to me, mate. You know what? I'm buying it right now. Yeah, actually, can I just go for the foot job from the goth girl? I'm not even in defeat, but, you know, I'll take what I can get. Oh, God. I do love a Wild Steam review, man. There's some people out there saying some outrageous shit, and I'm here for it. But not saying enough outrageous shit about Wu Chang Fallen Feathers. Up your game. Up your game, Scrubs. So, I'll be honest, I think this might be the first time and maybe the last time I've said it. I think that's all I've got to say. I normally have something to say. I've normally got some fucking nonsense to talk about. Just, I don't know, follow the socials, you know, hang out. I've got a Discord. Please, no one posts memes in there anymore except me. Please, post a meme. I need this.
Did you know when Goku goes Super Saiyan 4 on GT, his eyelids are red, so they look like Uzaru eyes? Did you know that?
Welcome to the Grand Tour.
Grand Tour.
All right. Thanks for hanging out. It's I say a short one. It's still an hour and a half. There's still a lot of time to dedicate to this nonsense. So if you made it this far, please leave a comment, leave a like, tell Stephen he looks pretty. Please
tell Lewis his haircut is real sharp. He told me before the stream, he's like, you're not just going to talk about my haircut. It's like, no, getting it out of my system now.
Yeah, he gave me far too many compliments because he knows I fucking hate it before we started. I'm like, please don't do this. Please don't draw attention to me in any way possible. Please don't do this. But no, it's always fun. Always enjoy doing it. So it's always a good time. So for now, we'll catch you on the next episode.
Thank you for listening.